Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for Thursday, the 31st day of July. Here we go. So there's going to be no anointing allowed of any oils of any sort on the day of Tisha B'Av. So that means like smearing any oils, lotions, skin creams, all those kinds of things are not to be done on the day of Tisha B'Av. If you have a skin condition that requires some medication to be smeared onto your skin, so you should discuss that with your doctor and your rabbi to know if you can skip a day, if you absolutely have to do it every day, and if it's allowed on the day of Tisha B'Av. It'll really depend on what the condition is, what the cream is, and how serious it is, and all those kinds of things. The good news is that deodorant is allowed, and that's because it's not really an anointing type of activity. It's really just to remove a bad smell, and you're allowed to remove a bad smell from yourself on the day of Tisha B'Av. Okay, now as far as leather shoes are not allowed on the day of Tisha B'Av. Any leather anywhere in the shoe is not allowed on the day of Tisha B'Av. If you wear orthotics, those inserts inside of your shoe that help with your arches or something like that, then those sometimes move from shoe to shoe to shoe, and you might want to take it out and put it inside of your Tisha B'Av shoe. If there's leather in it, you're not supposed to use that either. If you really feel that you're going to be in massive trouble if you don't wear it for a day, I doubt that, by the way, but if you really felt that that was your situation, then please discuss it with your doctor and your rabbi for that situation. The rule generally is that if you have an injured foot and you need something on your foot that's leather to help with the injury, then there's room to be permissible. But don't rely on me. You should discuss this particular injury with your good rabbi and have him help you decide that. Okay, now regular Torah is not supposed to be learned on the day of Tisha B'Av because Torah gladdens the heart, but you can learn parts of Torah that are about sad topics, like, for example, Eicha, the thing that we read on the day of Tisha B'Av. It would be a fantastic thing to learn Eicha on Tisha B'Av with its commentaries and everything, so I would highly recommend that. You could learn the book of Eov, which is also a sad topic, which is permissible for study on Tisha B'Av. There are parts of Tanakh like Yirmiyah, which discuss the destruction of the temple or the predictions of the destruction of the temple, and those kinds of things can be learned on Tisha B'Av also. Of course, you can learn the laws of Tisha B'Av on Tisha B'Av, and of course you can learn the laws of mourning on the day of Tisha B'Av also. There are certain Gemaras that discuss the destruction of the temple, like that famous Gemara in the 5th parak of Gittin that many people learn with the story of Kamsa and Bar Kamsa. That can be learned on the day of Tisha B'Av. There's a Gemara in Sanhedrin on Daf Kuf Daled, which discusses the destruction of the temple and things of that sort. That too can be learned on the day of Tisha B'Av. We don't greet each other with big hellos and good mornings on the day of Tisha B'Av because of the feeling of sadness, and therefore plan to just nod when you see people, acknowledge them, of course. You don't have to be rude, but you just don't say, "Hi, how you doing?" You could just say, like that. When picking up your phone, you might just want to say, "Can I help you?" or Dinovitz or residence, or whatever your name is. Those are the appropriate ways, because hello and big greetings are not really highly recommended. If someone does mistakenly greet you with a nice big hello on Tisha B'Av, don't shame them. And don't tell them, "Don't you know you're not supposed to say hello on Tisha B'Av?" That would be inappropriate. It would embarrass them. And there's no point in embarrassing people. We want to be all proper about making Jews all good with each other. So just nod back to the person, acknowledge that, that, and maybe they'll get the idea from your nod back that, ooh, it's a sad day, sorry about that. Something like that. But do not embarrass them. And log on for more, please, again tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.